Hello friends, it's Jim O'Rear. Welcome back to my kitchen where I am cooking for people like me, people who can't cook. And on today's video, we are gonna fix some creamy Dijon chicken with zucchini and herb potatoes. And I know what you're saying, bro, you lost me at zucchini. But really, it's good. I don't like zucchini, but I eat this, it's good. So let's start out with the ingredients. For this recipe, you'll need 5 Yukon Gold potatoes, half a zucchini, 1 clove of garlic, some scallions, 1 tablespoon of Italian seasoning, 2 chicken breasts, half a tablespoon of chicken stock concentrate, 5 teaspoons of vegetable oil, 1 tablespoon of butter, 0.35 ounces of Dijon mustard, some sea salt, some black pepper, and 1 ounce of sour cream. We are going to start by taking the zucchini and just cutting the ends off of it, just like that. Then we're going to cut it in half lengthwise, and we're only going to use half of the zucchini. You can use more if you want, but half is usually plenty. And then you're going to take that half and just chop it into about 1/2 inch half moons, just like this, until you just get several pieces. Doesn't have to be exact, but right around 1/2 inch. We are using Yukon Gold potatoes, and these are a cross between the South American yellow potato and the North American white potato. And we use these because the texture is really friendly to work with. These potatoes are good for frying, for mashing, for sautéing, for baking. Just a really friendly potato to use in all kinds of cooking. So we want to take these and just cut them into about 1/2 inch cubes. And it doesn't have to be exact or anything like that. Just cut them into some 1/2 inch cubes, and we will move on from there. Now we use fresh garlic to cook with because fresh garlic has a much stronger and better taste than the prepackaged garlic that you get in a can or a jar or something like that. And it also has a little heat to it. The fresh garlic has a little spice, and we like spicy. So to use this, you're just going to peel off the skin like this, and there could be a fancier way to do this. I just use my fingernails. But you want to peel off the skin until you get to that nice white shiny center. And when you get there, it looks really pretty, just like this right here. And then your piece of garlic is ready to use in whatever manner you want to use it in. For this recipe, we are going to chop it into just fine little pieces. And I don't use a food processor or anything like that. I just use a knife, and I cut it into thin little shards. And then I take those thin little shards and I cut them into even thinner little shards until I get the fine small size pieces that I want. Next, you want to take your scallions, and you're going to just cut the white ends off. We're going to keep those separate. And then you'll take the green ends and just cut some little small pieces off. Just kind of like this, just some small little green pieces, and put them over to the side. And then you're going to take the white ends, go ahead and cut them into fine little pieces as well. And, nothing exact again, just kind of cut you off some pieces, and then cut those pieces into some smaller pieces until you have a couple of piles. You want to have the whites and the greens right there, just like that. We're going to use those in just a bit. Now, moving on to the chicken. After you wash your chicken, you just want to pat it dry. And we pat protein because that makes it brown more evenly instead of the meat steaming. And then after you get it patted dry, just add some pepper. And I usually use a lot of pepper because I like spice. And also add a little sea salt to that, just however much salt you normally like. And then you're going to take half of your Italian seasoning and just kind of sprinkle it on. And just do this to both sides of the chicken. After that, you're going to take those potatoes that we cut up, stick them on a baking sheet like this, and just drizzle some vegetable oil over those potatoes, just like that. Just kind of hit the potatoes pretty good with the oil. And then you're going to season those up a little bit with some sea salt, and a little bit of pepper, or again in my case a lot of pepper because I like a lot of pepper. Then you're going to take the other half of that Italian seasoning and just sprinkle that over the potatoes, just like that. Now you're going to turn your oven on to 450 degrees and you're going to stick this tray in for about 20 to 25 minutes until they're just roasted brown. Now while that's cooking, over medium-high heat, go ahead and heat up a little drizzle of oil in the pan, and then you're going to add your zucchini pieces to that. And just pop them in there, add a little pepper and a little salt to the zucchini pieces, and then just stir them around. You want to cook them until they're just browned a little bit and tender. It's going to take about probably 4 to 7 minutes, something like that. And you'll know they're getting ready because they'll be soft and start looking like this. So when they get to that point, you want to just take those out, set them aside, and then in your pan, add another little small drizzle of oil, just like this. And then you want to take your chicken, and you're going to put your chicken in there, and you want to cook it until it's browned. And that's usually going to take about 5 to 6 minutes on each side. And you'll know that they're getting about ready when they kind of look like this, with that kind of goldenish brown look. Now when those are done, you're going to remove those from the pan, wipe out the pan, and put another small drizzle of oil in there. Now, to that oil, you're going to go ahead and add up your chopped garlic that you did, as well as the white parts of the scallion. And you want to just stir those around in the oil for about 30 seconds until it just gets a little fragrant. Then you're going to add to that your stock concentrate and about 2 tablespoons of water. Then once you do that, you kind of want to turn down the heat, and you're going to go ahead and add your sour cream and your Dijon mustard. And then on top of that, just put about a tablespoon of butter. Turn the heat off and just stir it around. Get it all mixed up nice and good until all this goo turns into a little creamy type Dijon gravy. Now you're ready to divide up your food. So I cook for 2, so I'm going to split up the zucchini and potatoes on the plate. I'm going to cut the chicken into strips, and then I'm going to take that gravy and just drizzle it over the chicken and add some of the green scallions on top of that. And look at that. Look how yummy that looks. You got a nice, flavorful, hearty meal right there for 2. Nice and easy, right? Super easy, super fast. It's got a lot of flavor, especially if you add a lot of pepper and stuff like I do. And the zucchini is really good, even if you don't like zucchini. So I hope that you do try this recipe. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, just click the little like button to let YouTube know that you liked the video. And also, click the subscribe button. That will subscribe you to the channel, and you'll be notified when new videos upload, which are about every 3 to 4 days. So I want to thank you again for watching the video, and we will see you next time.